Today on Photowalks TV, we continue our exploration of the California coast this week in Northern California to the last great coastal town on Route 1 before you hit the big city of San Francisco, which is just 15 minutes away. Photo ops include amazing hiking views, surf culture, beach life, and the greatest Taco Bell in the world. Don't believe me about that? Google it. Let's go check out Pacifica. In Pacifica, I began by meeting my friend Jim Louderback at the Soul Grind coffee shop. In our day together, he took me all over town, proud to show off Pacifica, along with his pals Kevin and Peter. But to get the lay of the land, we began by mapping out our virtual photo walk route. We begin by hiking up to Pedro Point, then over to Rockaway Beach, up to the Mori Point lookout, the historic pier, and then back down to end the walk at that Taco Bell, which is a TikTok sensation, so please stay tuned for that. Finally, we'll get into Jim's car and take a ride up to Devil's Slide for a great overlook shot, and then finish off with a sunset picture by the pier. Some quick logistics. Yes, San Francisco really is that close to Pacifica, like right around the corner. If you want to explore the California coast going south, well, Half Moon Bay is about 15 minutes down the road on Highway 1, followed, of course, by Santa Cruz, Monterey, and Carmel by the Sea. So before we start photographing Pacifica, remember that if you're using your phone, you're going to need to do three things. A, clean that lens with a nice cloth like this, because phones in our pockets and purses get filthy. B, make sure your battery level is at 100% and check your storage before running out to the shoot by going into settings to make sure that you have enough room. Now, one way I deal with the never-ending storage issues is by using the app from our sponsor, SmugMug. Every photo and most videos are uploaded automatically to the cloud from the phone, so that every time I finish a shoot, I come home and I can clear this phone knowing that I have nothing to worry about because everything's already been uploaded and safe. Take advantage of the free 2-week trial from SmugMug at smugmug.com. And now, back to Pacifica.
Whoa! Yeah, it's the tide's coming up.
Yeah, Jim. Okay, you didn't tell me I was going to get wet.
Didn't you bring your waterproof shoes?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're in the car.
I'll just walk up the stairs?
Yeah.
All right, let's walk up the stairs. This is Pedro Point. This is the Pedro Point district. Could be Pedro Point, whatever you want to say. But again, this is a spur of the Montara Mountain that comes into the ocean. And this down here is Shelter Cove, and there are 13 houses down here. The only way to get to them today is those stairs. And it's private, so you can't go down unless somebody down there. But it's gorgeous. A lot of surfers live there. There's like an 89-year-old woman who comes up and down these stairs every day. But when the waves are big, they can go into your living room, which happens.
Kevin, you're the photographer here. A good shot of Pedro Point. We got the wires right in the way, so what do?
Move or Photoshop.
I decided that I would try the move method, just walking just a little bit to the side to get the correct angle without the wires. With, without, which do you prefer? From Pedro Point, we continued up the path to Rockaway Beach, which is home to several restaurants, hotels, and a fabulous deck where at high tide, you will see some really cool crashing waves. Next up, Mori Point, a 110-acre park with lots of steps and one killer view. You get a great vantage point up here to look down at the surfers and of those crashing waves. Next up is the centerpiece of Pacifica, the public pier, which is one of the younger ones in California. born circa 1973. The 1,140-foot pier is popular with fishing enthusiasts and greets visitors with a snack stand. Speaking of food, let's head back down the path and check out that Taco Bell.
So this is a Taco Bell Cantina, which means that they can sell beer and margaritas, is the only one that has this kind of view. Oh, super long. Can I get a picture of it? The deck's doing some business. Yes. No, Luke, you can't eat that, whatever it is. Oh yeah, it's a good day for beer on the deck.
Some important things you need to know about this Taco Bell. First of all, it's the same menu with the addition of margaritas and beer. Secondly, really popular place, very hard to park in the parking lot. You only get 30 minutes. They do tow, and you see a lot of people jostling for spaces. Next, it was time to jump in Jim's car and take a drive up to Devil's Slide, the other side of Pedro Point.
So this tunnel, it used to be that Highway 1 ran along the coast. And then about 12 years ago, they built the tunnel. It would fall in every now and then. Highway 1 would fall into the ocean. Devil's Slide, because it slides. And when they built the tunnel, they turned the old Highway 1 into a hiking trail, which is amazing because, and it hasn't fallen in the 12 or 15 years since it launched, since they opened it. But it's amazing because you can now walk where we used to drive, and it's like a little mile and a half of Big Sur. So this is Devil's Slide Coastal Trail. This was Highway 1. You were walking where the cars used to go.
Geographically, we're on the other side of where we started, so that's on the other side of this hill, is that it?
Yes, when we were at Pedro Point, that's right on the other side, and that's the ridge. This is that same ridge line that goes down to the point, Pedro Point right there. So you're on the other side, the south side.
Jim had to head off back to work, so we said goodbye, and I went on sunset duty, taking photos down by the pier. As always, the colors got richer and a little cooler the longer I stuck around after the sunset. So remember, don't be in a rush to leave. I'm Jefferson Graham saying good night from Pacifica, California. Be sure to stay tuned for more Photowalks TV episodes. We have plenty from the California coast, including our recent visit to San Diego's Oceanside, and you know we're all over San Francisco as well. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified about our next stops. Meanwhile, I'll see you all on the next Photowalk, everyone. Bye-bye.